Foxy, I know you've been waiting a really long time to be released into the world, but it's not much longer. I promise. What's going on, guys? Dawko back again. Hope you are fantastic today. Welcome to a bit of a different video today where we're going to be doing a security breach tier list. A lot of people have requested this on the channel. These are just my opinions, okay? If you've got a different opinion and you want to try it out yourself, I'll put a link in the description. I'm pretty sure these are most, if not all, of the characters in Security Breach. So, in no particular order, let's get straight into it. First one we will be judging onto the table is Glamrock Freddy. Now, where do you think I'm going to put Glamrock Freddy? Glamrock Freddy's the best character in the game, I would say. I love Glamrock Freddy's character. I love his personality. I love the lore behind him as well. It's very vague, but he's such an interesting character. And he's so supportive to Gregory. And I love him. So, Glamrock Freddy is getting an S tier. Gregory, again, I'm going to put Gregory on the S tier. If Gregory's a robot, though, MatPat, if you're watching, I'm going to put him on D tier. I'm kidding. S tier. However, if Gregory was a robot and it wasn't explained well, I probably would have lowered him down to an A or something. But we still don't know. Gregory is still very vague. His character's very vague. For now, he is an S tier. I love his character. I love his personality. I love the friendship between him and Glamrock Freddy. Gregory, I said this in a video before. I think Gregory's one of the best characters in the Fnaf franchise. You know, and I feel like Fnaf did need a new protagonist. We was always Michael Afton and stuff. So Gregory is something fresh for the franchise. And yeah, he's a great character. Moving on to the other Glamrock animatronics. Now, again, this is a hard one because I love all of the designs of the Glamrock animatronics and I love their personalities. They've all got different personalities. We've got to talk about their boss fights as well, their game mechanics and stuff. Glamrock Chica is the first Glamrock that we get introduced with into the game. Glamrock Chica doesn't really have a boss fight. We just shove her into a squisher machine. So I'm going to put her at an A for now. I'm going to put her at an A. Again, I think Glamrock Chica's amazing, but we've got to be a little... We can't just put everybody on the S tier. We have to be a bit more strict. And Glamrock Chica didn't really have a boss fight. Roxanne was great. She kind of did have a boss fight when she gets run over by the go-kart and then we go down into the fire area. But again, it wasn't as exciting as Monty's. In the game files, apparently we were going to drive a go-kart and have a boss fight with Roxanne. So yeah, because of that, I will put Roxy on A as well. Monty, S tier. All of the Glamrocks are fantastic. Their designs are all S tier. But I've got to be a bit more strict and think about in-game, you know, the mechanics with them and everything. I think Monty's boss fight is the best boss fight out of all of them. He's got a really cool cutscene. He jumps off the little coaster thing and jumps onto the platform. He's got shades as well that blocks him from flashes and the phaser blast gun. But I'd say Monty's the most intimidating out of all of them as well. Like, I always panicked when Monty was after me. Because you're more vulnerable. Because, again, you can't stun him or anything. Now, Sun's an interesting one. I love Sun's personality. I love how trolly he is when you try and get into the daycare. He calls the alarms. He's hilarious. I love his personality. But I don't feel like we see him enough. We only see him in one section, and that section's not really that long. We don't see him again after that. We go into the daycare. He follows us around, and then the lights go off, and then he turns into Moon. And then that's basically the last time we see him, really. Unless we go into the daycare and he calls the alarms. That's it. I think Sun is great. And if we did see Sun a lot more than we did, it would be S tier. 100%. However, the opposite of that is Moon, and I'm going to give Moon an S tier, and that's because we see Moon a lot more than Sun. I think that's understandable why, you know, because Moon's the evil version. Later on into the game, Moon comes after us to, you know, try and kill us before the next hour. And also the encounter with Moon as well when we have to, you know, repair all of the generators. Moon's probably one of the creepiest animatronics out of everybody at the Pizzaplex. I think Monty's more intimidating, but Moon is more creepy and scary. Mini Music Man! Where are we going to put you? Because I really, really like Music Man. But we don't see him a lot, do we? We only encounter him a couple of times when we're going into the vents, which it's understandable. We don't really go in the vents a lot. I'm really glad Steelwool added a threat when going into the vents. I think Music Man's great. The reactions of a lot of people to see how small he actually was awesome. We'll keep him on B for now. Again, I think Music Man's absolutely great, but I don't think we see him enough. I would have loved to see him more. The endoskeletons. Okay, so the endoskeletons are absolutely terrifying. I think the endoskeleton section was probably the most difficult and scariest out of in the whole game, I would say. We don't just see the endos in the workshop. You know, we see an endo at the start crawling down the wall, and then we see them in Bonnie's Bowl as well, and the theatre. So they are literally everywhere, which I really like. So I will put the endos on the tough one. It's either going to be an S or an A. How nice am I feeling? I'll put them on A. I'll put them on A. Oh no. It's Mapbot, everybody. Just because nobody likes Mapbot, I'm going to put Mapbot on a D. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to move Mapbot to a C. I don't think Mapbot is that bad. I actually think it adds a bit of comedy to the game. And I do have somebody to put on D tier, by the way, don't worry. Yeah, I'm going to be nice to Mapbot and give him a C. I feel like Steelwool might bring Mapbot back in the DLC. Hopefully as a boss fight or hopefully as a villain. That would be absolutely amazing to see. Like a little side quest of Mapbot's revenge. Man, oh man, DJ Music Man. I think you already know where I'm going to put DJ Music Man. 100% an S tier. I absolutely love DJ Music Man. The character as a whole, you know, how DJ Music Man's just vibing in the disco area. I think the whole section of DJ Music Man is amazing, and I really do wish Steelwool added more to it. It was very short, but it was so good. A lot of people say the DJ Music Man section is the highlight of the game for them. I love how you see Music Man going around in the pipes in the area, trying to get us in the bathroom, and then that final chase scene as well at the end. I also like the fact that at the end of it, DJ Music Man's just vibing at the end. Instead of, you know, us destroying him or something. But it would have been really cool to actually have a serious boss fight with him. However, with those critiques, it's still an S for me. DJ Music Man is fantastic. Now, the Circus Baby bots, I think, are a really nice Easter egg and a nice reference to Circus Baby. So I am going to put them on a B tier. I know we don't see them a lot, but I'm giving them extra credit because of the nice little reference to Circus Baby. And they're working at an ice cream parlor, Ice Cream Circus Baby. So I love the little reference to it. And I like the fact that Steelwool decided to do different designs on the staff bot and not just keep them as the typical one that we see. There was actually more going to be in the game, like a golf one as well, apparently, like one dressed as a golfer. And there was also supposed to be one, apparently, that hated Mapbot. It was called Raybot or something that people have found in the files. And it was just to hate on Mapbot, which would have been amazing to see. The Nightmare bots. Now, I really do like the Nightmare bots. You know, the fact that there's so many staff bots that have been thrown away into the trash. Vanny has used those as her little minions. I don't think we see them a lot, though. I will put them on B tier, though. I feel like they could have been more developed or something, you know, like past like 5 a.m. or something. The Nightmare bots actually replace the security bots. And if we get caught by them, we actually die or something like that. But still, I think they're terrifying and I think they're creepy. And going down into the sewers, I think as well, it would have been better when we go down into the sewers. You don't just see the jump scare when we fall in. It would have been amazing if they were actually like, you know, roaming around the sewers. Pat! S tier. No arguing. S tier. Bonnie Bowl, aka Glamrock Bonnie. I really like that Steelwool added lore behind Glamrock Bonnie. And I feel like they added just enough and not too much. That's made so many people love Glamrock Bonnie, even though we haven't seen his official design yet. There's so much mystery behind Glamrock Bonnie. So I will put Glamrock Bonnie on a B tier. Obviously, if we did see Glamrock Bonnie in the game as like a withered Glamrock Bonnie, it would be an S tier. But for now, I'm going to keep Glamrock Bonnie on a B. B for Bonnie. Glamrock Mr. Hippo. Again, I love the joke that, you know, Glamrock Freddy finds Mr. Hippo annoying at the start with the magnet. And I love the fact that when Glamrock Freddy leaves the Pizzaplex, Mr. Hippo replaces him. Also the fact that Mr. Hippo is playing a triangle rather than, you know, a different instrument. It's literally just a triangle for the band. I love the joke about it. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, again, I don't think it's enough to be like a B tier. But it's definitely not a D tier. We'll put Mr. Hippo on C. The security bots. It's a D, everybody. I think the mechanic behind the security bots is great, you know, but over time, it gets really annoying. And sometimes when I'm walking around the Pizzaplex and I'm nowhere near the security bots, I still get caught by them. I don't know what you call it, like the hitbox of the security bots are sometimes really annoying, where you're not even near them and they, you know, you get the alarm bells. And a lot of people have said the same, like security bots are really annoying and there's a lot of them roaming around, right? They still do deserve to be in the game. You know, I feel like without them, it would have been really boring and, it, you know, there wouldn't have been as much as a threat roaming around the location. So they're definitely not, I'm not going to put them on like an F tier or anything. You know, D is still okay. That's like a, you know, like a 5 out of 10 or something. I'm glad that Steelwool added the security bots to the game, but it doesn't change the fact that they can be really annoying. Helpy! I think Helpy's like the mascot of the employees rather than Freddy. You know, you see Helpy literally everywhere on the save points, on some of the branding as well. So I think Helpy's great. However, we don't get to see buff Helpy. So, Helpy gets an A. The cleaning bots aren't as bad as the security bots, but if you still go near them, you know, they raise alarms and stuff, but they're not as bad. So I'll put them on a C. Now, let's add the Withered Glamrock animatronics. Now, I think these are so awesome. Now, this is where things change a little bit. I'm going to put Broken Glamrock Chica on an S tier. After Glamrock Chica gets squished, you go down into the sewers. And I thought that was a really cool experience. It added more to Glamrock Chica's character. And it also made Glamrock Chica a million times as creepy because she can't talk anymore because we've took out a voice box and she's just staticky noises and everything. And she gets creepier. So I am going to put Withered Glamrock Chica on an S because we get an extra section with Glamrock Chica. You know, she drags us down into the sewers. And that whole section is awesome. And we don't actually get that with the other Withered Glamrock animatronics, do we? Withered Monty. Now, I like the fact with Withered Monty that he's lost his shades, so we can actually shoot him and flash him and he gets stunned this time. In my playthrough, I didn't really see Withered Monty a lot. I think I only saw him in the DJ Music Man arcade. That's the only time I saw Withered Monty, and obviously, of course, the Afton fight. But we don't really see him a lot. I am going to downgrade Withered Monty to an A, mainly because we don't see him a lot. Now, Withered Roxanne, we do see more than Monty. We see Withered Roxanne in a few more areas, and the big stage area we see Roxanne there as well. And I actually like Roxanne's mechanic more, because now she can't see. So we can't stun her. She's absolutely crazy. She goes absolutely crazy when we go near her, especially in the Afton fight. You know, she just roams around panicking because she can't see and she's going literally everywhere. We get to see an aftermath of that in the fire area when we take out her eyes. You know, we have to use a lot of stealth. And she pounces at us, doesn't she? She's just randomly pouncing and attacking everywhere. So I am going to put Roxy on an S tier, actually. Thinking about it more. I think she's terrifying without her eyes. Now, where are we going to put the final four? And I've left these last because I'd say these are the most controversial because the characters are fantastic. However, did Steelwool implement them enough for me to put them on S tiers? And the first one is the Night Guard, which is Vanessa. I do think we see Vanessa quite a lot at the start of the game. But again, Vanessa's so mysterious, and I feel like Vanessa could have been developed more. I don't think she was developed enough for her full potential. It would have been really cool to see more of her at the end of the game. So I'm going to put Vanessa on an A. I'm going to be strict. And again, this is probably the most controversial one, is Vanny. So a lot of people say Vanny is not developed enough in the game at all. We get to see a couple of encounters with her. The ending with Vanny I really like as well. You know, we get to see a full cutscene with her, you know, pressing the button to disassemble Freddy. But we're talking about the actual in-game before that. Apparently, she was supposed to be seen a lot more in the game, chasing us around, like, all the time. I'll come back to Vanny. I'm going to keep Vanny on a B for now. The Blob. A B. B for Blob, I would say. We do not see the Blob enough at all. We only see the Blob right at the end, but I still like the design of the character and, you know, the mystery behind the Blob. But I don't think we see the Blob enough to get it an A or an S. I mentioned it in my Blob video, but it would have been amazing if throughout the game we actually saw the Blob going around, like crawling on the ceilings and stuff, and seeing little hints of the Blob, you know, like we going through a vent or something and we see a tentacle like slither by, to see Funtime Freddy's head like looking at us through a vent or something. Just little things like that, just to show that the Blob is around the Pizzaplex and has not just been, you know, sat there in Pizza Simulator until we get to see him at the end, you know. So yeah, again, I think the Blob is underdeveloped. You know, if we get DLC and see more of the Blob, of course it's going to be S tier, but for now, the Blob is too underdeveloped for me. Now, I feel like some people are going to call me a hypocrite because Afton, again, isn't developed enough. We don't see I don't feel like we see Afton enough, but Afton gets a final fight. Afton gets one of the most iconic cutscenes in the whole franchise, I would say. The reveal of Afton is absolutely amazing. I screamed my brain out. And the end cutscene as well, I think, is really cool. Another thing as well is the design of this Afton. I think it's amazing. It's a lot better than, you know, Pizza Simulator Afton, Scrap Trap. So I'm going to be controversial here and give Afton an S. I know that we don't see Afton enough. I really do hope that we do get to see more of him in a prequel or, you know, DLC. The design of Afton, the cutscene of Afton, and the whole, you know, boss fight with Afton has to be an S tier for me. I think this version of Afton is amazing. And thinking about it, I am going to be nice. I'm going to put Vanny to an A. Thinking more about it and just thinking of her design and her character, I know she's underdeveloped, but I just think her whole design and stuff is definitely an A for me, I would say. So yeah, guys, that is my tier list. This is in no order, by the way. You know, like Glamrock Freddy is not the best out of all of these. These are just on the same level. I hope you like my tier list. Do you think I've been too generous with Afton and Vanny and Vanessa? Let me know. Maybe I was being too nice with some of these characters, but you know, I love Security Breach. I absolutely love the game. I think with future updates and the DLC and everything, you know, it's going to be like one of the best FNAF games. But if I did like another FNAF tier list, I would still put Security Breach on like an S or an A. To me, Security Breach is one of the best FNAF games I've ever played. It changes a lot of things. It is underdeveloped for now, but I feel like Steel will have already said, like, over time, they're going to be working on the game still. So this game has a lot of potential, and I feel like it's brought so many new people into the franchise. It's brought FNAF back. The game's done so well on Steam as well. The Steam sales and reviews have been amazing. So let me know, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think of my tier list? Put a link in the description if you want to check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, lots of love, and I'll see you all next time.